Good morning, beautiful people. Thank you for visiting my channel. Okay, I'm Catherine from Soul Siren Tarot. I'm here today to do sort of a part 2 special video. All right, it's a general reading, okay, and it's following on from another video I did, a first video I did on understanding narcissism and steps to recovery. Okay, now the reason I want to do this video, and I must stress, you know, I'm a qualified HR professional. I'm not a qualified psychologist or medical professional. Okay. So I'm really approaching it as someone who personally survived a serious narcissist, right? A malignant narcissist, in my opinion. All right. And so when I'm doing my readings, okay, I am connecting very much with a group of people who have been in this energy. And you'll see it, it's a common theme, yeah. I even questioned into the divine to say, I feel like I'm getting similar readings coming out, you know, because you worry sometimes, am I channeling thoroughly? Or am I allowing my situation to get involved? Because you always clear yourself out, your energies out before you go into channeling a reading. And I got the assurance that no, I'm here to help this collective group of people heal who have been through and are going through similar situations to what I faced, right? So I just want to bring my experience to you because I'm in a position now where fortunately I am completely healed, completely in the light, yeah, completely connected to my soul, higher soul, able to channel through the divine again because it was blocked for a while. And so I'm just wanting to share some of the things I felt personally out there in case it resonates with you, to give you hope that you will survive this. All right. So I must stress again, it's a general reading. Okay, it's not meant for everybody. If it resonates with you, great, I hope it helps. If it doesn't for you, but you know someone who's suffering it, please do share. And equally, if this doesn't resonate with you, then it wasn't for you. But thank you for watching anyway. If it does resonate, please do like, subscribe and share this channel, because I'm trying to keep this channel open, but it takes a lot of hours, you know, pumping these videos out. So, you know, the more subscribers I get, the more opportunities I get to keep it going. All right. Now, the reason I'm pulling this part 2, having given you that introduction, is because in a lot of my readings now, the divine are telling me I was picking up some, connecting with people who are currently in that situation, right? And it's been beautiful daily as I've seen those readings move further into the light, right? Less and less sword stuck devastation energy, yeah? So that's a beautiful healing experience for me, because I'm thinking we're bringing this collective into the light. But in recent readings, I can see more and more love, opportunity, soulmate connections coming through. But I can also see some of the subscribers I'm connecting with right now, or new people to the channel, you're blocking this newness coming in, right? And you're blocking it because of your past experience. And I don't want you to do that, right? So if you haven't watched part 1, energy update, surviving narcissism, steps to understanding narcissism, sorry, and steps to recover, then please do before this reading, because I'm moving swiftly into the next phase. Okay. There comes a point, right? I'll just give you my experience in the love bombing phase. Yeah. So we talked about what a narcissist is. They've got no empathy. Yeah, it's not here. It's a construct. It's a very sad condition, in my opinion. Yeah, everything is a game. Right? Everything is a cold, calculated move, right? It's like degree level manipulation, right? They're just in this cycle, right? You approach this relationship probably quite naively, because for a lot of you this served as your awakening, but you approached it in a way that an empath would, yeah, in that you go into it with integrity, yeah, honesty, yeah, you open your heart up to this person, you expect that that's what they're doing too, you think you're entering a reciprocal relationship. But more than that, it's even harder, because it's almost a relationship that's out of this world, right? That the average empath couldn't possibly compete with. And on retrospection, when you see what you've been dealing with, you wouldn't want them to. But that's where I think the blockers are. Because you're not allowing people to compare. You're comparing people to the narcissist, and that wasn't real, right? So let me tell you, when you're first with a narcissist, because they've got no sense of being, no soul connection, they're in the dark, everything's a game. Every move they make with you is calculated, right? From everything that they say, how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, how they can't be without you, how much they absolutely, obsessively cling on to you, right? Absolutely cling on to you. You know, you might be sleeping in the night and they're practically throttling you, right? And you're thinking this is great love, right? You're thinking this is beautiful, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I've got work in the morning, I'm shattered, but look at the needs in this person for me. This is stunning. I've never felt so wanted or adored in my life. What's really happening here is they're connecting to your light. They're connecting to your soul, right? They're like penetrating it, right? Because they want to suck and draw your light because they haven't got it, and they need this fuel, think of it as fuel. They need this fuel to survive on a daily basis because they can't generate their own, right? So they spend the time with you sucking it out of you, like, to then go off, play, do what they want to do, to then come back, refuel. Meanwhile, you're depleting and depleting and depleting and depleting, right? And you start, as a natural empath, I always define normal, but normal human being, average human being, you start to, it's almost exhausting, this love bombing phase, because you get to a point where you're starting to normalise, right? Because now we've been together a period of time. My experience was 8 months, and you can't keep in this high energy all the time because things start to suffer. You know, you're not sleeping properly at night. You all of a sudden you find everything that you're doing, you're nurturing this person. Your needs have gone out the window. Now, you don't know when that happened, but you're constantly reassuring, giving confidence, giving your light to this other person. And you start to normalise because you're kind of like, right, well, we're in a committed relationship now. You may have moved in together, because with a narcissist, they like to get you grabbed very, very quickly and off the market. They need to keep at you very, very quickly because they don't want you to see what they're really doing. They do not want you to see what they're really doing. So they're at you all the time like this, not giving you time to think, not giving you the space in your mind to say, actually, is this normal? And I'll guarantee you, who I'm connecting with right now who's been through this experience, you will have had times when your soul, most of the time probably, was screaming, right? You would have just probably felt it as a bit of, I'm unsettled. I don't know what it is, but I'm unsettled with this person. I love them dearly, but I'm starting to get an overwhelming sense of, I can't trust it, they're going to leave me. You know, that commitment, that secure commitment, where it doesn't matter if you don't speak to your partner for the full day, 2 days. Well, it doesn't matter because you just know that connection exists, because you're talking to each other constantly through your souls, Doesn't have to be a mobile phone, doesn't have to be verbally 3D. Your souls are reassuring each other all the time. Your soul is screaming at you saying, I can't connect with this. I can't connect with it. It's like, zzz, 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 zzz. I can't, because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm not laughing because this is bloody painful. But when you look back, you realise, now, your intuition now is starting to exhaust you because your energies are depleting even more. Because not only are you feeding a narcissist all your light, but you're also draining your soul because your soul's using its energy to say, this isn't right. Warning, warning, soul siren warning. It's sirening, alarm. It's not right, You're now going more in your head because you're kind of like, what's going on? This doesn't feel right. So now your protection starts to kick in, your survival mode, right? You're still not sure what you're dealing with. You don't know. You might not have even heard of the condition, right? But survival kicks in, right? And so now you start to push back on the narcissist. And I'll bet you, if you guys look back on that first, golden period, as they call it, when it was love bomb, love bomb, love bomb, steal, 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 connect, the narcissist clawing your soul out to you. you'll see a point where maybe you normally, push back at the narcissist. Maybe they said something that you didn't, you found quite insulting, or you didn't agree with something, and you start to sort of say what you think, or you might criticise them. And I'll bet you can pinpoint, when you reflect, the point where all of a sudden you saw them start to backslide, right? Because a narcissist can't take criticism. They call it narcissistic injury, right? Because when you're dealing with an empath, normal person, as I call it, if someone says to you, why have you done that? Why have you said that? You're in your power, but you kind of like, you might say, well, yeah, I disagree with you. And that person will say, well, all right, that's your opinion, and respect you for it. Or you might say, do you know what? I've just reflected on that, and you're right, I haven't realised I've done it. You're not rocked. You're not down and out and devastated. Why are you not in that energy? Because you're grounded. You're in your soul, but you're open to your growth and development. And particularly when it's from someone who genuinely loves you, because that's what you do. You help each other grow, and your souls are constantly reassuring each other, that we're looking out for each other here. We're one, right? Narcissist doesn't, because they're living out their ego, because there's nothing here and it's a construct. It's like causes a massive injury. It's like, how dare you? I'm superior. I'm superior to everything and everyone. Because I have this construct in my mind that's what I am, and I have to look after that on a daily basis. And you have just put a bullet through it, right? Now the narcissist is under attack. He feels you've just innocently, maybe when you were washing the dishes, made a comment. You've no idea what you've just sent below the surface. They are reeling, right? They are reeling, because you're not supposed to think of them as anything other than perfect. You're not supposed to feel like you have an opinion. You are just there to serve them, right? So what happens then is the narcissist looks at you and thinks, all right, Kitty's got claws, right? We better blunt them off, because that one is not going anywhere. And the reason you're not going anywhere is because you've proven to be, to this point, such a good source of supply to the ego of the narcissist, right? And they're not prepared to lose that. So now you must learn your lesson. And you won't see it immediately, because they're manipulating, They don't want you being able to tie back something you've done to how they then treated you. So there's a period of time, but it's stored, because you dare to insult them, in their opinion. All you thought you were doing was making a passing comment. No. So now we go on the downward spiral, They can see you're already now drained. You don't realise how you're drained. I'll bet you can look back at pictures where you can see your soul, your dark eyes, under it. That's your soul being drained. You're probably underperforming at work at this point. You're probably not, you're backing out of relationships or hiding from family and friends, just starting to be more and more isolated. Because that's where the narcissist wants you. When we talk about the Eight of Swords, web of deceit, it's isolation. You're stuck, you're boxed, you're in a drawer, right? Their drawer, right? Two things happen. The narcissist now starts to bring you down, consciously, mentally, right? With little sly comments of how you're not good enough, how you're crazy, how you're this, how you're that, They try to control your life more and more by saying, you should do this today, you should do that in your work, you should do this. And if you dare turn around and say, well, actually, I've listened to what you said, but I'm not going to do it, the narcissist will just go, oh, I don't know why I bother saying anything. But really, inside, they are raging. And I mean uncontrollable rage. How dare you not do what they have directed you to do? Because you're an object. You're their coterie. You're an object. You don't have a mind of your own. No. The narcissist will tell you what to think. The narcissist will tell you what to do. And if you are strong enough that you didn't follow that depending on the degree of narcissism that you're dealing with, will be what reaction you see, because you'll get some that are less controlled than others, i.e. suddenly you'll see them, you know, they'll rage up, they'll throw something, they'll get angry, and you're thinking, whoa, what the actual fuck is going on here? What on earth? That reaction does not justify the comment I made, right? Depending where they are on the spectrum, see to the more severe ends of narcissism, right? And that's a topic for another video I think we'll go into. Some of them you will not see it, but I'm telling you they're fired. Yeah, they're fired. Raging. And a narcissistic rage, for those of you who've seen it, is not a pleasant experience, right? Because they've gone. They've gone. And these are dangerous individuals, right? So now your soul siren is going whoop, 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 more and more, yeah? But what happens is when you're away from the narcissist then, the narcissist is game playing, right? But he's game playing all the time. But he starts to reduce his texts. He starts to reduce his love comments, yeah? Those heady days when they were sending you songs, yeah, beautiful songs, this is what I think of you, this is you. Believe you me, that's a catalogue of songs that they send to a lot of people who they're keeping warm in the background. Because as you start to bring yourself back up and reduce that source of supply, and it's one hell of a get back up, yeah, because this goes on over a long period of time, yeah, they now start to pick up the other sources of supply. Because the more they can't break you, yeah, or the more you are broken, it's weird, the more they can't break you, then the more they go to the other sources of supply, because they need to get that backup supply up and running again, yeah, because they'll drop them while they were love bombing you, yeah, because even they can't be everywhere, yeah, so they start to go back to those in the background just to warm them back up again, fire them back up again, yeah, just so they know they can rely on them, yeah, but the more you stand firm, but the more they break you, you are unable to give them again that level of supply. Right? So you yourself, without realising it, are starting to distance yourself from the narcissist because survival mode has kicked in, yeah? Because you're feeling less love, because you're feeling more alarmed, yeah, you start to back up. And what the narcissist does then is they start to mentally abuse you, right? And that's what these trauma bonds are. It's a bit like the experiments in psychology, and it's like, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's like with the rat and the bell, you know, it's like patterns of behaviour, responses, because psychologically you get trained to respond in a certain way to the narcissist, right? You don't realise you're doing it, right? And so what happens is they start to send little comments out that will have you react in a certain way, and they're constantly watching and observing your reactions and calculatingly locking them in, right? Recording them, yeah, because this is a game and they're going to win in their opinion, right? Because they don't lose. A narcissist doesn't lose in their view, yeah? And you don't realise, you might just be sat having dinner, yeah, chatting away, watching a film, but they'll be putting little things in there to see your reactions, right? And you don't realise what's happening, but patterns of behaviour in your mind are starting to lock in, yeah? So what they do is then they start to use and abuse it, and it's trauma bonding, right? So they will say something to you, yeah, so and I use that quite often, they prey on people who've got sort of maybe back abandonment issues or insecurity issues, just open wounds from the childhood, right? Let's use abandonment, right, as an issue. So let's say it's from your childhood, you were let down badly, maybe a parent, something like that, and you don't realise how much it still affects you, but it does. But the narcissist soon susses that out. So when there is phase now of what we call devaluing you, yeah, because you dared to actually have an opinion, yeah, maybe what you thought was a passing comment as a big narcissistic injury, they now start to devalue you because they've got to, because they're in survival mode, but theirs is a completely different survival mode. Theirs is a draining light from people. Sorry. So what they do is they'll just pass a comment when you're watching a film, so they'll be like, yeah, well, I don't want a full relationship, or, but they'll just say it in a jokey way, or, I wouldn't marry you. Yeah, it's just little things like this, or, I don't know what I want. Yeah, I want my freedom. I just want fun. Just little things, right? And then they'll start laughing, and you're like, yeah, wherever, and you're thinking, ooh, where did that just come from? Right? Yeah. They'll say it's all about me, and you're thinking, ooh, yeah. Or they start going out without you. Yeah. You start to think, does this relationship even exist? Because you're certainly not getting the respect you should be getting, because they're devaluing you. And what starts to happen now is you start to lose your whole sense of self. Because what you're not realising is they're putting permanent creepy feelings into you. Yeah, because your soul's doing this where it can't connect because there's nothing to connect to, so it's zzz, alarms. But now your mind's, why did they say that? Why would they say that? And at this point, because right, it doesn't probably bode you well to have an opinion, right? You don't. So you go locked in your head, right? And you start to self-doubt yourself. Yeah, you start to self-doubt yourself. And because you're so drained, whereas before the narcissist, you just wouldn't have put up with any of this shit. You just wouldn't. You'd have been like, get out. Because they're so sly and they do it in such a manipulative, controlling way, getting in there. Yeah, you don't see it. Now, let me just take a little sip of my coffee here. It's my soul siren mug. Yeah, angels. You are now going on a downward spiral because constantly you're starting to feel anxious and you don't know why. You know it's because the narcissist now is being quite mean to you. They will be, yeah, because it's abuse. Yeah, it's about destroying you. Yeah, it's about bringing you down. But it's a double blow for the narcissist, because what they're not realising they're doing, and I don't think they do, is they want to devalue you and bring you down, because how dare you stand up for them and be a threat that you might walk away from them, because that is just not something you do to a narcissist. How dare you? Yeah, but actually they're reducing you more and more, so you're giving off less and less light. So the narcissist is starving, right? They're starving now because you're just not pandering to their every need, because you're bloody exhausted, right? Yeah, you're all over the place, constantly jumpy, constantly shaky, right? You know if you're connecting to this, yeah? Because they're just fast letting you know that you're not good enough, yeah, for them. They'll be saying, because what they're trying to do now, right, is regain the freedom, coming out of the love bombing. But they can't just do it in a way that lets you walk away, right? But what they've got to do is free up time to play with these other sources, because now they're having to fill up from several sources, right? That's what they're doing. Now, really now the narcissist wants to keep you as part of their coterie. Because you had your opinions, and because you didn't do absolutely everything they told you to do, like a robot zombie, and many of you are looking like a zombie at this point, because you didn't do that, and this has all happened in a very short space of time, right? Because you didn't do that, they're losing control. It sends them insane. They can't cope with it. They're not sleeping. For those of you who've seen a narcissist out of control, it's not nice. Do you know what I saw in mine? One night, they realised they'd lost control, right, of one of the children. And do you know what I saw? They curled up in a fetus position, lost, gone. The child was an adult. It wasn't like it was a baby. Gone. Yeah, I saw it, raw, with my own eyes, and it was not nice, right? And I just share that for you, if any of you have seen it, yeah? There'll be times in this devaluation phase where you have lost your mind, you feel quite ill now, yeah? So anxious, so ill, so unable to cope. You think you're dealing with a broken heart, right? Because the narcissist has probably stood up at some point, out of nowhere, from nowhere, and said, I don't know, this is what I want. They've done it to shock you to your very bloody core, yeah? They've done it to deconstruct you, yeah? That's what they've done. You're now devastated. And because you're so weak, you think you can't survive without them, right? So you will have been sat absolutely broken, in tears, probably asking this narcissist to listen to you, to help you, to be strong for you, like you were for them. Yeah, and they're looking at you so evil. And that's when you really see the narcissist, They're not there. They're just not there. And whatever they've picked up now, because you're under attack now, serious attack, and you're under attack from a devil, a monster, right? You don't realise it. At this point, you're still trying to rationalise that you're dealing with a normal human being. You probably think they're going through something in their life that's difficult, yeah, and I'm being there for them, you know, because I hope they do that for me. Because your empath mind is trying to rationalise what the hell is going on. This narcissist is now trying to rob you blind of everything you've got. Everything, yeah, everything. Your finances, your emotions, your sense of being, your soul, yeah, your oneness, your mental, yeah. That's what they're doing, because they do not want to lose you, yeah, because they've spent a long time building and securing that source of supply. They don't want that work undone, and they underestimate you. For those that have got out of it, and I know you have because I can feel it, they underestimated you. They didn't think you could get out of this. They didn't think you could get up. And I'll tell you why. Because bless their souls, I bet there's at least 10 other people, I'm telling you, that many, because that's what they need, that have never got out of it, that are living in this constant mental torture. With this narcissist turning up after 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 months into the life, right, picking up where they left off like nothing has happened. And these people are so broken from this narcissistic behaviour, they can't get up. Yeah? Broken souls, right? Now, let me tell you what happens with the narcissist, right? As you stand up and stand in your power and you become one of the coterie where they disappear on for 3 weeks, 6 months, whatever it is, yeah, and they're sending perfectly timed, toned text messages, yeah, like, let's say you WhatsApp them, right, because you get into this mental torture of what are they doing, because you just don't know whether you're coming or going at this point, you're zombie. Let's say you send them a message, right, you'll see them if you watch closely. They'll go online and they know you've seen them online and they'll come offline without reading your message. They do it on purpose. You're in this heart energy of thinking, do they love me anymore? Why didn't they read my message? Why would they do that? They've clearly been online. Narcissist is like, I'm not reading that, because that will send her demented or him demented. Yeah? That will devalue them even further. It's like, that's what I think of you. Yeah? You go and sit. And in the mind, they'll have said, it's 2 o'clock now. This will drive her insane for the afternoon. I know. I'll respond at 7:30, right? This sort of game playing. Equally, if you've not heard from them for a while, or they're off up to something, because they'll usually be in someone else's bed, let's be frank, right? And you haven't heard from them, you go online, you see they're online, they go offline straight away. It's like, off. That isn't an accident. That is on purpose. They're like, and I'm telling you now, they're laughing when they do it. Evil, malevolent, laughing. Yeah, because they're like, that'll do them, right? And then when you stop responding, reacting to it, right, and they feel that you're starting to like just put your phone in the drawer, turn it off, you're now at this place where you're desperately trying to get your sanity back, get control of where your mind's at, right, you'll get a message off them. You're beautiful. Yeah. And when I say you're beautiful, I'll be honest with you, the narcissist is the devil energy. Look, as I'm saying it, it's at the bottom of the deck. The narcissist is, and I've shuffled these before we started this reading, yeah? I shuffled them as I was talking, but what I wanted to talk about is the divine. The devil energy here, right, the narcissist, because it's about addictions, because they have sex addictions, they do, right? Because it's ego, yeah? It's constructs, it's energy. They will probably send very highly sexual messages to you. You probably get pictures and all sorts. And you know what I'm talking about for him connecting with, right? Because you've probably, when they're with you, right, passionately in the bedroom, yeah, it's sort of passion that you've never had before. Because it's not normal, right? Because what the narcissist is doing is putting high energy gameplay sex into you, right? It's like, it's meant to be the best experience you've ever had, and they really work hard at that Look at this now. I can't help it. I'm going to have to show you. Right. You know when you watch my readings what I say. The Emperor here in this deck. Can you see I've just split? The Devil is staying on the bottom of the deck and I've split on the Emperor. Right. Confirmation. You know I say the Emperor here in these readings often comes out as someone who's so strong, so authoritative, so powerful, because that's the Emperor's natural disposition. But the Devil has got the Emperor in this place. It's a narcissist because the Emperor abuses the power against you, right? Absolutely. That's what we split on there. Add to share, right? So, where were we at? Yeah, so, oh, makes me feel sick looking at it. Right, so you get these passionate messages because what they're trying to do is redraw you back in. Yeah, and because you're so broken and you think you're dealing with heartbreak, they start to pick you up and put you down again. Yeah, and you're so weak that you let them. Yeah, you're letting them. Yeah, because you're still trying to trust. Right, what's happening? Now let me tell you, narcissists are great with the energy field. Right, they can sense, even though there's no soul love connection, they can sense your energy. Right. And when they feel you start to distance yourself, they need to hoover you. And this is a vast inconvenience, by the way, to the narcissist, because they don't really want to have to do it, but they're equally not prepared to lose you. Yeah, worked hard on this, getting you to such a state of disrepair that they can drop in when they want and just do what they want when they want. Of course they are. I think they've got it nailed. Probably got you in a little box somewhere, in a little house somewhere. Yeah, you're all set up. I'm in when I want, because I do what I want. Nobody tells me what to do. Yeah, dressed up as, I'm confused. Yeah, I've got a lot going on. It's not about you, it's about me. Yeah? Pfft, bullshit. Right? So, they hoover you. And what hoovering is, all of a sudden, because they can sense you're distancing yourself, yeah, they come back in on a love bomb. Right? They leave whoever they've been playing with. Yeah? Need to go and get this one secured again. Yeah? They're really irritated about it. They won't let you see it. And in they come. Yeah? Just in. I'm here. I'm here. Come on. Let me take you out. Let me do this. They've probably been your presents, yeah? All of this love bombing, yeah? You know how I feel about you. You know I love you. Of course I love you. You know that. They don't know how to love. It's not love, yeah? Manipulation, control. Before you know it, you've been back to, shared your bed with them, been close and intimate with them. You're now locked back in, yeah? You're thinking everything's going to be great. He's over what he's over. He does love me really, or she loves me really. Away we go. And then what happens? All of a sudden backslide down again. The game playing on the text, the phone calls, the conversations, dropping in those comments that they know make you feel insecure. It's just a cycle of abuse. Cycle of abuse. Yeah? You go back into that pain, into that, and you're even further down now. You're nearly dead. Yeah? You're so flat on the floor. There's nearly nothing left of you. Yeah? But whoever I'm connecting with, you guys, you got up. Amazing to you, applaud to you. Yeah, for the love of you, the divine got involved as well and brought the tower in. I talk about that because you're an angel and you were not going there. And because you got up and learnt your lessons and started to fight back and started to recognise what you were dealing with, maybe you started to research the condition, maybe you just started to, get counselling, a lot of you, yeah, started to get therapy, so that you started to understand the game you were in and that it was no different than a 2-year-old child. And the minute you had an opinion or fought back, they stormed off and slammed the door. Yeah, tantrum on the floor behind the door, hate you, I've gone. Yeah, because a lot of you, by the end of this relationship or as you were trying to get out of it, would not have even dared voice an opinion to the narcissist. You just like a robot, nodded your head at everything they said. Look, it won't go away. Look, I keep shuffling, it won't go away. Devil, look, 2 of cups now. Love offer, confirmation, whoever I'm connecting with, you were dealing with a narcissist, right? Okay, so here you are now. You don't even have an opinion. And when you're with them, everything is about them. They talk about their lives, they talk about what they're doing. All a load of bullshit, by the way. Yeah, because it's a construct, it's a pretend. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with, absolutely. Oh, the chunky, yeah. Yeah, then it's just so dissatisfying as a relationship. There's just nothing there. There's nothing left of you, and you're fighting to get back your control, right? And you do it. Wow, look what's happening. As I'm splitting these cards, you do it. Death. You end it. You absolutely end it. Look, the following. You're ending it now. You say no. I'm out. I'm out. You realise what you're dealing with. You knowledge up. You power up and you get out. right? And it's awful, because you're not just dealing with, and I don't take away from dealing with a broken heart, by the way, that's hard enough, but that's all we're supposed to experience, really. No, you've now got your head and your soul in battle, right? In absolute battle, because your head's saying, oh, you remember the beautiful memories, you remember the love bombing, you remember, you know, the passionate relationship, yeah? You remember all of this powerful energy, because it was powerful energy from a narcissist, yeah? But it was your energy they were playing with, by the way, and replaying back to you. But that's where your head is, yeah? But then your head's also like, how could I let them do this to me? Because you've probably lost a lot, yeah? And so you mind fucking yourself as well. Like, you can't trust yourself. And then your heart, your soul is screaming because the tower's come down, yeah, and it's trying to put you on the correct path, yeah. So there's a period of grieving as well, yeah. But you're trying to also refill your soul full of light and energy, because you're in the dark yourself, because that's where they took you to, right? So, all right. So that's hoovering, and that cycle will carry on and carry on for as long as you allow it. Right? The only way to escape a narcissist is to go no contact, right? And I mean absolute no contact. Don't end it with, we'll be friends. Don't end it with, speak soon, I hope you're okay, just checking in. Don't end it with, I'm still going to watch you on social media, right? Because I tell you now, the narcissist, they in this lifetime, they do not want to let you go, right? There's never an end point, right? And we'll talk more about that in other videos, because it's such a complex subject. And as I say to you, I'm not a subject, you know, this is my experience and what I've learned through my experience. Look at the splits we're getting now as we're talking about you moving on. Yeah, no contact. Yeah, not looking on social media. Look, strength, be strong. Because if you're strong, you get to your world completion. You will do this. You will recover from this. Yeah, whereas they'll carry on in this sad cycle for the rest of their lives and still keep trying to come back to siphon you off. Right? No. So, now, social media, they will post anything. Everything they put up, it's not just targeted at you, by the way, because remember, there's about 10 other people. Everything's calculated. Now, depends what generation you're from, right? Because I'm fortunate in my recovery, because my situation, my narcissist didn't have a social media presence, right? Because back in the day we didn't. You can see me from my videos, I'm still learning it now, right? Okay, so that's fortunate for my generation, because they're now in a position where they don't have a social media profile, because there's so many people looking for them for what they did. I'm telling you that they can't put their face up there. But for those in the modern day world, everything will be calculated to put up to bring you back in. Look, yeah, what as I'm saying it, 7 of Wands, illusions. Yeah, illusions. This is the illusion they create, not just running into your bedroom, your life, but other people's lives as well. Constantly running round, yeah, playing. And again, the split's still here. They're saying, be strong, you can get over this. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely confirmation from the cards here. Sneaky, sneaky, right? So I want you to understand in your recovery, right, that you were dealing with trauma bonds, yeah? You're dealing with those insecurities that narcissist played back to you for great effect, yeah? To absolutely keep you under control, and you're not going to be controlled. And for those of you who broke away, I guarantee you now, doesn't matter if you found that they were with someone else, doesn't matter if you broke away because of the treatment you were receiving, doesn't matter if you broke away for yourself, doesn't matter, yeah? The narcissist did not see it coming. They thought even if you found out about their betrayals, you were so weak now, so stuck in that web, yeah, coming back in on the hoovers every so often when you're trying to get out the web, to stick your fingers back down, put whatever it is you're trying to get up, stick it back down, yeah, stuck back down, in your head again, you're weak again, off I'm going playing. That's what they do, yeah? Then you, just saw the 5 Swords battle as well, yeah? That when you actually make that clean break decision, go no contact, they did not see it coming. And when they know you mean it, believe you me, they cannot cope. They go into absolute narcissistic meltdown. Because whether they've still got 10 on the side, it doesn't matter. if you're the one that got away, they can't cope with that. That is such a blow to their ego. And I'm telling you now, my lovers who I'm connecting with, and that's what I want to bring into the reading now. Yeah, got the lovers. Yeah. That's what you thought they were, you know, realising what it was. It was a black monster devil you were dealing with. Yeah, for those of you who are determined to recover and you've got out and you've got no contact, yeah, that narcissist is in absolute meltdown. Absolute meltdown, but they won't let you see it. They won't let you see it. And I'll tell you something else that absolutely kills them. If you're the one that got away, right, and you want to have that revenge, it's not about hitting out, yeah, because it's a very sad condition, because they'll never know the joy you feel. Never, right, ever. Because it's not there. It's a shame. It's sad. But if you then start to succeed, right, not just succeed, get back to where you were and then even higher, because you're doing the work and the divine's supporting you and you're getting in touch with your higher self, your soul, your intuition, and you're on the correct path, so you're starting to just absolutely fly, kills a narcissist dead in the water. They cannot cope with that. Look, I told you. Six of Swords, connected with the divine. Spirit guiding you on your higher self, connecting with your soul. Yeah, cards are just splitting on it. Then it kills them dead in the water, right? Because you're not supposed to be able to do that. Because you're not supposed to be able to survive without them. Yeah? So they're hiding away now. But please do not think they are not plotting their return. Yeah? They're probably busy love bombing another primary source right now. Yeah, because, and like I said to you when they started with you, they put them all out, all the other coterie gets dumped, yeah, like you did eventually while they're building this new primary source, yeah, because they've got to put all their energy into that to secure it. Let's all say a collective prayer for them, because that's incredibly sad that now another person is going to have to go through what you went through, because believe you me, the narcissist cycle doesn't end. It doesn't end because it's a condition. So whoever they're with now, they'll do that to them the same as they did to you. Then they'll move on to someone else, and then they'll move on to someone else. Yeah? You are not having it. You are going to succeed. You are going to power up, because you are not letting this person bring you down. You, like today's reading, are going to power towards your soulmate. Right, now I know this has been quite a long video, but it's a complex topic, and I am going to come back and do more again online, because I want to talk particularly, I'm connecting with people now for you to understand what you've been through, right? And I'm going to come back, look, turning the wheel, Spirit's talking through the splits. Absolutely, they just reaffirmed this is the right message. We're going to talk about what you do in your recovery, yeah, and how you get out of that pain. Yeah, because as you're releasing that energy field, their energy field is still trying to claw on, and that's why you feel such a pain. Yeah, it's not an ache like heartache, heartbreak, it's physical pain, and it's a fight between your energy field and their energy field, even if they're not in your presence, because it's the devil trying to get the claws in. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what you're feeling. And it's almost like the divine and the devil in battle inside of you. You're pushing to the light. You are pushing forward. And the more you do that, the more the devil starts to like, can't do it. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, whoever they're with, wherever they've gone, it could be, a year, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. But this narcissist, I guarantee, will rock back up. And when they do, you are ready. Queen of Swords. Absolutely. This is how you ended it with them. You stepped into your power, you got your mental clarity, you got in your queen energy, and you said no more. No more. Off with your head. Literally, off with your head. Get out of my head. I am not having it. And that, the divine said, was amazing, because that served justice on this person, and they are getting justice for what they did. Do you know why? Because they've lost you. They've lost you. Justice. Yeah? Because you're serving them all the time. 5 of coins. Yeah? They're draining your light. They've got you thinking you're the one with the begging bowl. Yeah? You're the one begging for a crumb of affection. You're the one begging for a text. You're the one begging, for them to actually be in your presence. No. It's them really that are begging for yours, because they can't survive without that constant light. Absolutely. What did I say to you? That's what you've been dealing with. The devil. And I guarantee, like I've said in today's video, and I'm reaffirming now, they did not see you getting away. Can you see it? Push. out. They didn't see it. They're that cocky, right, in their ego, because now, yeah, because they've managed to break you, they think, well, they have, but you're actually ready to get up because you've done your inner work while you're planning your exit to get away, go no contact, right? They're that cocky that they think they've got you wrapped. You're going nowhere. Eight of swords, you're stuck, yeah? So they're like this. All of a sudden, you've gone, push, I'm out. And they're like, what the actual fuck? The Tower. Fuck it, I'm out. The divine came in. You did enough work here when you were dealing with this situation to get yourself to such a place that the divine now, because you were fighting back slowly but surely, getting your confidence, yeah, doing your work, the divine thought, right, you are now strong enough and we're together going to bring this tower down. Poof, out. Ended. That devil is now deconstructing. Absolutely. Divine said, you had the faith. We heard you. Keep the faith. You can do this. That's the messages I've got. They're telling me to end it there, right? It's absolutely powerful. I'm going to do a final run through for you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you got strong enough. You got mentally clear enough, agile enough in what you were doing, strong enough to cut them off. Finally, you did it. Finally, you said no more. Yeah, that was justice in this situation because you started moving back into your light. And for those of you who are still healing, just know your justice will be big reward. We saw the world on the split from the divine because you are stronger than you've ever been. Yeah, you're getting back in the flow of the universe. No longer are you accepting crumbs, abuse, yeah, being left out in the cold until this devil decides to visit. You are not in that energy. You know your power. You've stepped into your power. Absolutely. Devil can't bloody believe it. Didn't see it coming. That cocky focusing on the talons they had in other people's souls at that time. And you secretly went boosh. Absolutely. Tower down. Game over. Get the fuck out of my life. And do not come back. Yeah? And then you started your healing. So it's a long video. I didn't know how long it was going to be. I hope it's helped for those who needed to hear it. I'm just trying to help people because it can be such a lonely journey, because even friends and family, if you're not with people who haven't been through this experience, then they think they know what you're dealing with, but they just don't. They can only compare it to a normal relationship breakdown, you know, where things have just come to a natural impasse and end. That's all they compare it to. They don't realise why you're shaky, why your whole your whole security has been ripped apart. They can't. Yeah, you connect with narcissistic groups, you know, if you need help. And that's all I'm trying to do, bringing out here to help you validate what you're experiencing, understand what happened to you and move forward. Yeah, and I hope through the daily readings and the connections we're making, right, that they're helping you, because I'm clearly connecting with this collective. Cards couldn't be clearer. It is what it is, babies. You can do this, or you've done it. Power on forward, soul sirens. You're not going to get pulled into that situation anymore, and you will recover if you stay absolute no contact. Do not let that manipulative messages get to you, and don't look at what they're doing either, because it's all meant to start your mind whirring again. All right, self-love, self-heal. Hope this works. Please do subscribe, like and share if you think it resonates with somebody who could do with hearing it. Sorry for the length of time. I just hope it is helpful. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.